matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly when that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Baylor Bears, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Hurricanes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Rides the back on the option, the give. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Using the quick game. He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Back to pass. Quarterback now breaking the field. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you could tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making a play with his feet, and then getting the first down.
The Bears are marching down the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Takes the easy one to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Hey, 3rd and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw the screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
On the run, it's Barnes. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wide receiver. Now the play fake. He wants to take the top off. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Ione. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down.
Really nice job locking in by the quarterback that time on 3rd down. That was a completion you had to have. You're only down 3-0, I get it. It's your 2nd drive of the game, so lots of football to go, but you want to establish a rhythm and confidence as early as possible, and getting that completion on 3rd down was big.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Fires left. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Hurricanes will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the 1st time. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. In front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Grabs it in the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Quick strike complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they...
Turning it on! The 20, the 10, and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Baylor! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And right down the middle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll return it. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
Running back searching for a hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fierce the pressure. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Canes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Toss sweep to the right. Fights off the defender. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the 1st quarter as we take a look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. The pull and throw off the RPO. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll try it over the left side. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
And the Bears are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been 3rd down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
He'll pull it on the read. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
The Bears pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Leaves it with the back. Nice move to keep running. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Bears kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. On the option. Now the pitch. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
That's a great job by the defense not letting that bird out of the cage. When you can run like this guy can, you've got to keep the edge. Did a great job. He went backwards, retreated, gave up some ground. They didn't give up the outside, got the sack on the play.
It is perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Complete to the left. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. That kind of play is just vintage Hurricane receiver play.
I mean, big-time playmakers on the outside. The list is long for Miami, but finding those elite speedsters down in the state of Florida, it's not a hard job.
That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He wants to change this route. Second down, he'll throw it. Going downfield for the big play. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. This one's complete. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
The give to the tailback. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Miami. He shed tackles right and left and housed it.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And he finished things off with that 36-yarder for a score. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They believe they can run right here. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The Bears can really attack on this 2nd and short. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a 1st down.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. The quick out. He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? From the gun, wants to pass. Fires finds his big tight end. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Quarterback on the keeper. There he goes.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
The give on the option. Shakes off the defender. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Gives it on the option. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up. And now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
It is good. That'll make it a 2-score game at 16-7.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to throw on first down. He wants to go deep. Got it in stride inside the 20. They make the stop, but man, oh man, did he almost get a score on the final play of the half. A big game. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Sends it back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Barnes. And some room to work. Turning it on! They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Wide receiver comes in motion. On the direct snap, it's Barnes. Creates a little space. He's loose on the right. Running inside the 20. And he ran
got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Lining up to add another. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Sam Houston is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Georgia Southern. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hankerson. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
And the Bears look to keep this drive humming. Gives it on the option. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Complete downfield. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Touchdown, Bears! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. An 84-yard drive there. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the direct snap, it's Barnes. Oh, and the ball squirts out near their own goal line. A loose pigskin in the end zone, and the defense is all over it. A fumble recovery for a touchdown.
And the defense right now flying around, getting to the ball carrier, knocking the ball loose, running into the end zone, jumping on it for a touchdown.
Here comes the 2-point try. He's looking to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They'll leave it with him. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air, or you've got to be more physical up front.
The give to the right. Oh, he's got a chance. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33. And the Canes racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. Breaks into the open. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Canes! You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at First play of the drive comes from the 22. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And you could tell the QB was going there the whole time, right? Quickly get the football, throw it to the left, get it to your running back in some space, but the defense was ready for it. They were sitting on it, came up and made the play for no gain.
Going to swing it on second down. Using his legs to buy some time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. The screen. He's got wheels. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the football.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Bears really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Finds a crease at the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Baylor! They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And that's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense executing in the fourth quarter. Nice job.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Makes the grab. He gets into the end zone for the 2, and that is big. It's now a 3-possession game. They march 78 yards down the field, and the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he's not going to take the touchback. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. offense looking to gather a little more strength. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect... He lets one fly deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the fourth quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Takes a hit as he fires. Complete to the left. There he goes. Touchdown, Miami. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for a score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. The screen, and watch out. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Now on 2nd down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a 1st down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Rides to back and leaves it. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
The Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a penalty flag. Did they get the receiver for a push-off? This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the offense gets a reprieve. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run. The 40. At the 20. Touchdown Bears! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job. Not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
They'll try to add another to their lead. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Sam Houston has the lead right now. Huntsville has been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 4 over Georgia Southern. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick 6. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back into a rhythm. The only way you do that is by throwing the ball.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Snagged out of the air. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
How crazy is it that one of the best receivers in all of college football just made his first catch in this big of a game? You've got to give the defense tons of credit. They've had a plan for him. They've limited him, and that's why they're going to win.
And the Canes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Just keep swinging it. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Hurricane. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up. From the gun. To the end zone, and it's picked off. Brought down at the 2-yard line and just a couple of steps away from the pick 6.
That keeps the score Baylor 44, Miami 33.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of the explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They want that clock to run. Running through contact. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. A first down run in the red zone. Touchdown, Baylor! Great job by the back on the option. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. They started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the 4th quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Trying the left side. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. To the ground. He's got it again. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
2nd down coming up.
Here's the give off the left side. Fighting off the defender. He's loose down the left side. He's at the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Canes!
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing. Rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Balmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
51, Miami, 39.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Great place to start for this offense. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man downfield. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. After this, it'll be a wrap. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Quarterback keeper. And he is stopped at the line of scrimmage. Clock is all zeros, and time has expired here. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams. And that's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Palmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.